Hi Sagittarius, welcome to your collective self-reflection reading. Now apologies that I didn't release any readings last week. I did have a bereavement in the family and I just wasn't feeling quite up to recording anything. So yeah, apologies for that. As always, for your collective reading, not everything will resonate, so please only take what resonates and leave what doesn't. If you don't find any messages in this for yourself, then please check your other placements. You're likely to find a message in there. If you do like your message today, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. It will help pass the message on to anybody else that needs to hear it. And if you want to hear more from me, then don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. And if you press that notification bell, it will let you know whenever I do post new content. So these cards are just jumping out all over the place for you today. So let's get into your reading then. Okay, so we've got the Nine of Wands in your overall energy. So that's suggesting to me that you have been keeping your guard up from a lot of people. You've been keeping your boundaries up really high. You're really stopping yourself from getting hurt. But you are starting to lower them. You're trying to let people in a little bit more, which is a great way to start the reading. So very much trying to bring your boundaries down. Now, what's keeping you stuck? We have a Six of Swords, which is a little bit weird in what's keeping you stuck, because that's very much a card of movement and forward movement as well. And it's very much you moving out of conflict into calmer waters. So potentially it's the conflict part that is keeping you stuck. Maybe you are used to having that much conflict that you feel like without conflict you're not getting anywhere, or like things aren't really moving forward for you. It could just be that things are that calm at the minute that you're in that lull between things. So you know how they always say the calm before the storm? It could very well be that you're in that particular space where you don't, because you're used to drama and things happening all around you, that you're sitting there thinking that you're actually, nothing's going on, you're not moving forward, but you actually are. You're moving into something calmer. Let's get some clarification on this Six of Swords, please, Spirit. Okay, so we've got the Ace of Wands. Now that came out to the side. So that is suggesting to me that you are looking to start something new. You're trying to find passion in things, but you might have lost a little bit of energy. And that could be why you're feeling like you're not moving forward, because you're potentially feeling very tired, especially with lacking some energy. But you are taking slow steps towards something that you are feeling very passionate about. But yeah, it's just a challenge because of potentially the energy isn't there. So you do feel like things are just not progressing because it's not going as quickly as you'd want it to. We have a Five of Pentacles that's also come out to the side, which is suggesting there's a bit of movement. So sometimes you may be feeling like you're on your own and that there's nobody there to help. Sometimes you could be feeling like you're lacking money, you're lacking finances, you are lacking a social life. You could be feeling very isolated, but then at other times you're not. This is suggesting that you're struggling to get a bit of a balance there on whether you've got what you need or whether you don't have what you need. It's very much, well, the Five of Pentacles is in the upright. You're feeling isolated, alone, abandoned. I mean, this particular Five of Pentacles, she's looking quite hopeful on this picture. But then you've got like a little skull next to her. So it's like, how hopeful is she? But yeah, in a lot of them, I think what it is she's feeling very much stuck and isolated in here, where she just needs to climb over those tree branches and she'll move away from this tiny little square that she's stuck in. But she does have a lot of support around her. She just can't see it, or she's not seeing it. Obviously, the trees are there supporting her. And all she's got to do, like I say, is walk out and just out freedom and can find everybody then. It's very much somebody that's feeling abandoned. I mean, you can't probably see it on the picture. I don't know if you can see it. No, you can't. There's actually a load of rain coming down. So she's literally sitting in the rain. But what you also can't see is the tree canopy or anything above. But it doesn't look like there is any tree canopy because the rain's coming into the picture. And she's literally sitting in the rain, like getting herself all wet. So she's like, all of her sins are being washed away, kind of thing on this particular card. So to me, she's very much trying to... She's sitting there in self-pity, kind of going, oh, you know, I deserve this kind of thing. Deserves to be on her own, deserves to... And it's very much that kind of energy. But she could probably move somewhere else. She's sitting around trees, you know. There's bound to be some with some shelter that she could get into, kind of hide away a little bit. I mean, the rain's even putting the fire out. You know, that's how hard it's raining on the picture. Now, obviously, in the reverse, you can't really see much difference in the reverse, but it tends to mean that she's, you know, walking out of being on her own, doesn't feel the self-pity anymore. She's got people around supporting her. So this is very much something where it's a bit of a challenge to feel that support, to feel that connection, to feel other people around you, to get out of that isolation. It could very well be, like I say, that sometimes you may feel like you've got support and you're going towards what you need, and then other times you don't. And that, again, that's going to be driving in that feeling of being stuck when actually you are moving forward. And we do also have the Six of Cups that came out in the reverse. Now, the Six of Cups is also potentially you may be overthinking a lot on the past. You could be sitting in a very nostalgic energy. And that could be why she's looking up, feeling pity about sitting in the rain, thinking about things from the past, not really moving anywhere else, not moving herself into any sort of safety or anything else, because she's sitting remembering things, remembering good times from the past, remembering bad times from the past, sitting in nostalgia. So it's very much that you're sitting in nostalgia is potentially pausing, or makes you feel like you're pausing things, because you're not moving forward as quickly as you could, because you're thinking too much about the past. Now, what you could be thinking about the past could also be distorted slightly. With the Six of Cups in the reverse, it can sometimes mean that you may be viewing the past in a slightly rose-coloured glasses kind of light. So it could be that you could be thinking about it really, really well, thinking that things were absolutely great, and they might not have been as great as you think they are. It could be that you think that things were absolutely horrific in your past. Now, I'm not saying they weren't, but it could be that you're viewing them a lot worse than they were. And obviously, it all comes down to your individual perspective. And if you haven't healed enough, then, you know, you could be thinking that things are worse than they were or better than they were. And it can have a lot to do with that inner healing. Now, I've got a feeling that this is that you're looking at it in a bad light. And the reason I say that is because the Six of Cups in the upright is what's coming next. And that's in what can help you. So to me, this is suggesting that you need to be looking at your past in a better light than what you are. Now, this could be that you are very much learning from things in the past. Instead of just dwelling on them, learning from them and moving forward. It could be somebody from the past wants to come and help. It could be that you have got somebody from your childhood. Maybe you've got a past soul bond that is due to come in that will help you move forward. This Six of Cups is very much embracing the past, knowing that it's happened. Yes, thinking that things were great. You can be living in nostalgia very much, but it's also moving from the nostalgia when it's in the upright. And this is what you need, will help you with moving forward. So very much embracing the past, learning from the past, not dwelling on the past. And like I say, there could very well be past people that are around that could help. Let's get some clarification on that Six of Cups. Okay, so we have the Fool. So very much taking a new leap of faith, moving forward, taking that step forward, having that leap of faith that you're going to go towards something good, using your heart, not hesitating, just doing it. We have a 3 of Wands, so that is having patience with yourself as well. Okay, so it could very well be that you may feel like you're stuck and things aren't progressing as fast as they need to, but this is learning the value of patience. And yes, you're going to be taking that leap forward, or that's what's going to help, taking that leap forward, jumping towards something that's new, but having patience with yourself that things are going to work out, having that patience that things are going to take some time. And then we have the Ace of Swords. So this could be 2 different things. This could be either you having to cut things out of your life. It could be you seeking the truth on certain things. Now, I've got a feeling this is very much you seeing the past for what it is and you learning your truths about the past. So here where you've got it in the reverse, very much keeping you in a stuck position. You're dwelling on it too much. You're looking at it potentially in a different perspective. You may not have learned from it. Here, embracing the past, learning from it, learning your lessons from it, learning the truths from it, seeing it in the right light, not seeing it in a distorted light. Now, what you are going to face as a challenge while you're doing this is the Magician in the reverse. So you're going to be lacking some self-confidence. You may have been manipulated in the past as well, and you could feel like that's partly what could be challenging. You may have been faced with somebody that was very manipulative, and it could even be that you're manipulating yourself and you could be twisting your own perceptions on things. And it could be either you've had your perception on things twisted by the people around you, or you're twisting your own perception. And that could be part of what your challenge is. You don't have the confidence and the skill to break through those twisted perceptions. So it might be that you might need some help to do that. You might not be able to do that on your own. Let's get some clarification on that. Okay, so the first one that came out was the 5 of Cups in the reverse. Now that is very much telling me that you need to release any guilt, any sorrow, any regret. You need to move forward from that, but that could be quite challenging. You could be sitting in guilt and regret and sorrow, and that's part of what's stopping you moving forward. And I very much believe that that is to do with this 6 of Cups, something that from the past that you're viewing, you're feeling stuck in it, and it's causing you a lot of grief. You don't have the confidence to move forward from it. We've got the Justice card that came out to the side. Now, the Justice card is telling me that you don't know whether or not what happened was fair. You feel very much undecided on whether what has happened was in your best interests or not. You don't know if something is finished. You may be pending some sort of legal decision. It could just be that you haven't made up your mind on a certain thing. Maybe you didn't have enough clarity of a situation. Maybe you felt forced into a decision, or a decision that was made that wasn't yours and you've not got over it yet, and that's why you're feeling a lack of confidence, because you don't know whether you've made the right decision or not. And then we have a 3 of Pentacles, which is suggesting to me that you're feeling very unskilled as well. Maybe being on your own isn't something that you want. Maybe being with other people isn't something that you want. The 3 of Pentacles in the upright is very much somebody that works well within a team, but can be relied on a little bit too much within that. They're very skilled at what they do. In the reverse, they want to work on their own. And sometimes can be lacking a bit of skills as well, but they don't want other people around them. They're not much of a team player. So this is suggesting to me that you don't know where you fit. You don't know if you want to be on your own. You don't know if you want to be in a partnership. You haven't fully made choices. You don't know if you're skilled enough for certain things. And it's got you very confused, and it is causing you all sorts of challenges within this. Also, because it's not having the clarity and the confidence within yourself. And I believe once you've got the clarity, once you've seen this Ace of Swords and you've gained that clarity, and you'll be able to break through and see what it is that you want, what it is that's holding you back, what decision it is that you want to make. Excuse me, the incense just got to my throat. Now, what you need to embrace, we have a 10 of Cups. Now, that's come out to the side. So the 10 of Cups is suggesting to me that there are still things that you need to learn that are going to give you a fulfilling relationship. So you might be in a bit of either a broken relationship, you might not have one at the moment, you could be scared to get into another one if it's things that have happened in the past. But this is suggesting to me that there are still things to be learned, there are still things that need healing, and there's still things that need fixing, and that is going to be a bit of a challenge. So let's get clarification on that. So you've got a Knight of Pentacles, so very much you learning new skills, which goes hand in hand with that 10 of Cups, things that need to be healed. You may not have the skill to do it. That's potentially why here you've got this Magician as a challenge. But this is very much you stepping forward, embracing that there's some learning to do and learning it, okay? It is a Page, so he is a little bit unskilled. Very much somebody that is, an apprentice on a learning journey. We do also have the Knight of Pentacles. Now, he's come out in the reverse. So this is suggesting to me that you could be a little bit clueless. Not necessarily clueless, but you don't know what you're aiming for. So you haven't actually made a decision on what it is you want, which could be a bit of a problem. But learning skills with regards to this, I say that, it might just be that once you've started learning skills to deal with this, you might decide that it's not for you. It very much seems to me as though things could slow down even more. So you could feel like you're being stuck even more, purely because you're having to learn a few skills to deal with things. I mean, this Page of Pentacles is very much the start of something new and abundant as well. So gaining the skills to have a better future moving forward. The Knight of Pentacles is very much, he can lose his way sometimes. So it's, embrace that there could be, delays, a bit of a bump in the road. It's going to happen. And then we have the Sun in the reverse. And this is why I say that there's a delay. You are going to have eventual happiness. Okay, it is going to come in. You are going to have that joy and that fulfillment. But it's not yet. And I think that's because of this Knight of Pentacles. Certain things going off track. The Sun is happiness. It is joy. It is clarity. It is knowing what you want. In the reverse, it just means it's a little bit further out than what you'd like it to be. So here with having this patience, you will get your happy ever after. You will get that happiness. You will get that joy. You'll get that clarity. It's just going to take some time, because learning is hard, and sometimes you get so far down the line in learning and you think, do I even want to do this? And then you might just go off track, and then you come back to it again. So just bear in mind that you will get that eventual happiness. You just need to try and keep yourself on track and realise that, it is for your best. It is, at the end of the day, you doing what is best for you is what is best for you, and it will always build you, and it will help you move towards a more authentic life. All right, I'm going to get you an Angel of Light, and then we'll get you Luminous Pathways as well. See what other messages Spirit want to convey. Now, I will say something as well. There were quite a few sixes in that. If you are seeing reoccurring numbers anywhere, or signs and synchronicities, then do check them out, because you may have a message from your angels or spirit guides just letting you know that you're on the right track, but there might be something you need to do to keep yourself on that right track. Usually it's about self-care and staying positive and manifesting things and, you know, making sure you keep your focus. Right, let's get you an Angel of Light card. Can we get an Angel of Light for Sagittarius? Oh, you can give me two. And as I'm saying about synchronicity, that's what pops out. And we also have kindness. So synchronicity then, there is no such thing as chance in our incredible universe. The coincidences and synchronicities are carefully orchestrated by your guides and angels. So recognize them as a hand of spirit. Rejoice when you notice them, for they are the angel's message that you're on the right path. Start to expect them and look for them. Be aware that there is a divine reason behind them and consider what that message or lesson is. Synchronicity is also a reminder to you that all things happen in divine timing. Your affirmation, all things happen in perfect timing. And then kindness. In order to be kind, you must open your heart to the gentle qualities of caring and compassion. Be kind to yourself. Have reasonable expectations and give yourself due praise. In order to nurture the gentle quality of kindness, cherish yourself. When you do something for yourself, you automatically extend the same energy to others. Kindness melts barriers of ice around people and re-empowers those who are afraid. So reach out to the lonely, draw out the shy, including those who feel isolated, and comfort the sad. Your rewards will be the sense of inner peace, warmth and love. Your affirmation, I am kind to myself and others. So if you are feeling like you're on your own, just remember there are other people out there feeling the same. So reach out. Comfort each other. All right, let's get you luminous pathways. These are new cards. I thought they were going to be a lot bigger when the pack turned up. I was a little bit gutted when I opened them. The pack is twice the size because it put them side by side. Never mind. Want one more, please, Spirit? Okay, give me quite a few. Ooh. So we've got the Sacred Flame, the Mystic Table, the Sacred Chalice, and the Twin Flames. Move that one very quick. I think they're very pretty cards. All right, let me get my little book. Now, I do apologise. The book is not in alphabetical order, so I don't know which one I'll come across first. I haven't learned them yet. I'm not going to lie. Right, so the Twin Flames symbolises unity, partnership and duality. It speaks of deep connections, whether in romance, friendship or business, highlighting the strength found in partnership. The Sacred Chalice embodies abundance, nourishment and fulfillment. It suggests a period of receiving blessings, love and emotional fulfillment. The Sacred Flame symbolises passion, transformation and purification. It calls for embracing change, allowing old ways to be burned away and emerging renewed and energised. So that's very much that embracing that Six of Cups and learning from it. And I seem to have missed the Mystic Table. So where is that one? Oh, there it is. The Mystic Table represents tools, preparation and readiness. It signifies the need to prepare and equip yourself for the journey or task ahead. So that could also be to do with that Three of Pentacles. making sure that you've got all the tools that you need for ready to work on things. Okay, I hope you enjoyed your reading today, Sagittarius. If you did, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. It will help pass the message on to anyone else that needs to hear it. Good luck on your self-reflection, and thank you for joining me.